Yeah. Well, one slick England team was wakey. I did have to hit the head, but between the two live streams, but nope. Actually, I was waiting for RDV and Eric to get their food. Eric is, I'm sure, chowing on the food that he had cooked. So they were, I guess you guys got done with your reading.
Yeah,
right?
we sure did. Boy,
And
quite the adventures.
For those of you who did not partake, me and Dalton went over the worst movies of 2020. Say again?
I thought you went live by yourself.
No, well, no, it was me and Dalton. He finally made it, and so we counted down. I counted down my 20, and he counted down his 10, and it was a lot of fun and some good discussions. We had a couple of similarities, like Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Wars of the whatever.
How many was he wrong on?
One, but then again, everybody in the world but me is wrong on it, and that's Joker 2.
Oh, they say Craven.
Actually, I wouldn't say he was wrong on Craven, because Craven is a bad movie, but I think it's an entertaining bad movie, and he didn't. So that's where
that's how I feel about the movie Werewolves.
Yeah. That, oh, and by the way, I did see Werewolf. You know, Werewolf, the movie that's out right now, Wolfman, is directed by the same guy who did Upgrade.
Yeah,
it was good, by the way.
I haven't seen that one, but I was talking about the Frank Grillo one.
Yeah, oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. All right, but I'm going to do a full review on the Wolfman in a little bit. That being said, we're here with Amy. How are you doing?
Hey, oh, doing pretty well. Got through 2 readings and I still have my voice, which means I guess I didn't have very many lines, but hopefully everybody else, RDV and Eric.
Which means you can go up to your sister and go, face.
And we have the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substitutes.
If you do, I'll find you relive.
There you go. And Eric, back issue Breen. That nickname is becoming so deep now, has different meanings every time. All righty. So
by
tonight
the way,
we are
it's not nearly as cute when I do that as when Amy does that. I just thought I'd just state the obvious. Okay. Back to mute.
Nothing is. Yeah. So we are going to rank the first 12 Marvel team up covers. I'm looking forward to this, seeing how you guys enjoy these, because these are busy covers. All of them are, almost. So yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to rank with you guys. Metal Men, it had its winners, but mostly it was middle of the road kind of stuff. Good, but not great. And so, yeah, let's go to some Marvel. For those of you who don't know, Marvel Team Up is a 1970s, 1980s series where Spider-Man teamed up with different people throughout the Marvel Universe who had books around that time that needed promoting. Basically the story right there, guys. Yep. But it was really a great way of getting people to know the characters, and you could read an issue of Marvel Team and go, wow, that character is interesting. I want to find out more, and go find out. It was a good introduction to the Marvel Universe, and I highly recommend it. It is a better time in the Marvel Universe than it is now. And absolutely, give it a try.
This is the original Marvel team-ups.
These are the original Marvel team-ups, yes.
Because
all right.
They brought it back in 2007, didn't they?
I think so. And then they tried it again with Kamala Khan as the lead. Yeah. All right. So let's go get this thing started. RDV, you're going to start this all off here. Oh.
Marcher, Jade, Lissa's got a cold, so she's kind of lost her voice. So she's not reading with us right now, but she's feeling bad. She's feeling some better, but she's still kind of not able to really talk.
Why. And yes, so, Dragon, Amy did lock her sister in the attic.
No, she's in her room.
You got a quarantine.
Okay, and RDV, here is issue 1.
Ah, yes, the Human Torch being useless on the cover. You know what you're getting into. Against the Sandman, who has sand in water.
Uh-oh.
And doesn't become mud monster. Weird. But either way, you know you're in for some laughs and some butting heads, because those two are always butting heads, because the Human Torch is a hothead. I love this cover. It's really cool. Spider-Man basically he looks surprised, even though he has spider sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 10 though. I love it. It's a cool cover.
Alrighty, how about you, Amy?
Spider out.
I remember we read a comic once where Sandman and Hydro Man ended up teaming up, but they didn't turn into a mud person. I'm not sure how is he doing this. Oh, it's a water tower. That's still pretty risky if you're a sand person.
You know what? I had no idea until you said that. I was like, where are they coming from?
I know, right? But I'm pretty sure he's in front of a water tower.
Yep.
I think it's a really neat cover. Oh my gosh, these poses are so much better than the last book we were just reading. But yeah, it's a really nice drawing, and it's kind of a cool layout because it's got the trade dress up here, and it's got the image is kind of like boxed out in the middle, which I think you saw a lot in some of the older books, but this somehow looks a little more contemporary. Anyway, I like it. I think it's really cool. I will give it a 10.
Alrighty. And Eric.
Nom 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 nom.
You had the amazing ability to catch me literally while
mid-bite.
Yes. So I will be brief.
Okay.
And in summation, 10.
Alrighty. I agree with everything you said. First of all, I think it is a weird choice to start a comic book and you don't have any kind of face shot of the heroes. This is Spider-Man and the Human Torch versus Sandman. The only one you get a face shot of, and really not that, is of the Sandman. So that's an interesting choice. That being said, I think there's a little bit too many words on this. It's kind of, it's just kind of cluttering it. It's a great image, but because of the huge trade dress, which of course was necessary for the new stands, putting the all new 2 Marvel's Mightiest in one mind staggering mag, and now the Sandman is a little bit too much. Like if they got rid of that circle there, I think this would be much better, even though it would have been negative space.
Also, shout out to Ian and Becca. It's great to see you, Baron. Check out their channel if you haven't done so.
Alrighty. So I'm giving this a 9. Alrighty, and let's go to the chat. Jay is saying 9. One Slick says 10 right out of the box. Alrighty. Oh, I hope I think he's saying Melissa feels better and enjoys playing her video game or something to relax. Ethereal Dragon is giving this a 9. Dark Admiral is a 10. Alrighty. And next up, Ian and Becca, hello, is saying, how's it going, y'all? It is going very well, sir. Thank you. Just did a worst of 2024. Looking forward to Sunday at 2:00 to do the best. So I'm kind of jazzed.
It can only get better if you looked at all the worst, right?
There you go. Yeah. Marvel Team Up number 1, says Henry. Great Gil Kane cover. Give it a 10. And then we have a 9 from Desert Rose and a 9 from Black Spiders as well. Alrighty, we got some hellos and how do you do's, and Black Spider says Ross Andrew. We get a 7 from Ian and Becca. Alrighty, let's see. I will say 8, says MK. And then Michael Taylor says 10, very cool cover colors and nice detail. And then Maranya says MTU number 1, Spidey and the Torch, interesting team up, well rendered cover that sells the book with a mystery of how this happened. Score a Sandman 10. Alrighty, next up we got.
MK says he will say 8, but does he see?
He didn't, yeah. Wow, Mr. Words on the cover fine says too many words, not pleasing him. No, I think the circle and everything, it's just a little cluttered on this one. All right, we're gonna get the stop, and if you do have a vote and you want to put it on in there, go right on ahead. If it changes anything, we'll change it. But for now, we have 1-6 and 1-8 teaming up with those 5 9s to take down 8 10s, and they fail just by 1. And right out the gate, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first 10. Will this be a 10 fest? We have no idea, but we're going to continue on, and it is Amy's turn, and you get issue number 2.
I do. Okay. Oh, is that Sandman again?
Yep.
All right. So, well, we've got some more face shots. Who are the purple guys? Okay, Marvel
That's
team
from the
up.
fight before.
That is Paste Pop Pete, and it looks like the Weather Wizard. Is
Yeah,
that
no,
it?
the wizard.
Yeah, it's the Frightful Four.
The
So
Wizard is-
Medusa should be somewhere around here.
No, she was gone by then.
She was gone by this one. Okay.
Really? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. She went. Did she go to the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, she
I
she
kinda
turned
remember.
face.
Yeah, I kind of remember these guys. I'm not sure if I remember Sandman being with them, but
All
maybe
right,
he was.
this is the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, we read a book with these two in it.
Yep.
Paste Pot Pete is such a funny name. Anyway, it's a really cool. Oh no, poor Human Torch. He's not doing very well.
He's useless.
Yeah. Oh. Well, maybe he's taking some hits for Spider-Man. Maybe. Let's see. Kicking the sand right off of him. I don't know. It's a pretty cool cover. Maybe he does better inside of the book. It's cool. I will give it a 10.
Alrighty. And how about you, Eric?
Yeah. Real quick, getting back to number one. Yeah, I remember at the time Spider-Man was already in 2 books every month. And the Fantastic Four had their own book and a reprint book, same as Spider-Man. So I'm sure they've figured everybody knows who they are by now. That's why the Torch still isn't. You still can't see his face. The second issue.
Oh. He's
This
on
is-
fire. That's how you know.
I'm
it's a
going to
Torch.
give this a 10.
Alrighty.
This is pretty cool.
RDV.
I'm giving it 10 because I love how they're just making Spider-Man just so cocky. He's got it all together. He's kicking the guy. He's doing the quotes and everything. Fancy pose. Well, the Torch is basically being useless again. He's going to cause him the fallout.
Yeah, he's just flipping ass over end there. I like the fact that when he's kicking Sandman, sand is flying everywhere.
Yep.
Basic creeps, this is the payoff. Yes, full for you and the Torch. Alrighty, and I'm gonna agree with you guys. This is the beginning of awesomeness right here. Alrighty, and let's see, that is 4. Okay, let's check out the chat and see where they stand here. Jay says 9, Black Spider says 7. Alrighty, 8, 7. And then we have, I'll say 10 here. That soccer kick to the face is just too good. Dark Admiral says 10, and its Sky says meep meep. Desert Rose says 9, and One Slick says 10. So we got a 9 and 2 10s. Voink and voink. Let's see. Ian and Becca Comics give another 7. It's good. 7 is still good. Alrighty, and then we got an 8 from In a Disguise and a 10 from Michael Taylor saying very cool cover and colors. All right,
The
we got a
colors
7
are
and
nice. Yeah.
8 and a 10. Alrighty. Oh, and well, you know what? I'll do it in between books the next time. Let's see what we got here. We got a Ahoy in Disguise. We got a read that one. Ethereal says 9. Alrighty then. The Wizard, haven't seen him in a while. Says, you know what? I was thinking you haven't seen a lot of classic villains. You know, I would love to just, I don't know, write Marvel from the 1980s and 70s. You know, let's continue from there.
Here's the problem. I think they have brought them back. We're just, none of us are reading them, so we don't know.
Maybe. Let's see. We got Marvel Team Up number 2. I like it. It's a 10, says Henry, being his second. Gil Kane have anything to do with this, sir? I had the honor of meeting Gil Kane, says Black Spiders, and need a new keyboard. This one has too many typo gnomes, says In a Disguise. I bought a short box full of these and 2-in-1s with my nephew when he was little. I was so proud as he was picking them up from the dollar bin. I know, right? If only. Let's see. That was a 9 and 3 10s, not 10. Okie dokie. I'll add 1. And there we go. Let me put the stop. And once again, if you are listening in and you, I missed Maranya. There you go. One skip Maranya. Dynamic action cover, well rendered. This sells book. A great Gil Kane cover should score a frightful 4/10. Alrighty. Thank you. And there you go. All right. If you have a late bid or if you're watching and you've never voted before, you're welcome to. We don't gatekeep here, not at least for this. But we do have 2 7s, 1 8, and 3 9s. And that is 6 going after 10 10s. And once again, guys, all right, this may be a 10 fest. I know there are a couple of covers that I truly believe deserve this here tonight.
Here's the
But for
kicker.
now,
We'll rank
go
these high covers, but we
for-
won't buy them in the auction.
say again.
Here's the kicker. We'll rank them high here and like them, but we won't buy them in the auction.
That is true. That is true. There's going to be a cover coming up here with Kang that just sat, and it just sat. But for now, Eric, you get book 3.
Very menacing. Even though Morbius looks like he's about 5 feet away from Spider-Man, but he probably is. Here comes the torch to do absolutely nothing.
Right.
Dice
All right.
three.
How about you, RDV?
10. What my esteemed colleagues said before me.
All righty. And Amy.
Let's see. Hey, Spider-Man, since when were your puny powers enough to vanquish a vampire? Since he teamed up with the Human Torch, that's when. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if this is going to turn out the way he thinks it is. But it is a really cool cover, and I like the environment. I hope Spider-Man's okay. I will give it a 10 as well. And they consistently nice colors. Like, just a really different way of using colors. I don't know, that's kind of cool.
Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, Englantine. I don't like Morbius on this cover.
No?
Spider-Man looks doopy. It's just everything is off. The background, as you mentioned, the background looks good.
That's neat, right?
I mean,
But
he's
the
knocked out.
proportions, it looks like the Lollipop Guild is putting on a Marvel team-up show.
I like
it
it
just-
more.
It just doesn't work for me as much. I'm giving this one a 6.
That's fine.
There you go. All righty, and let's get to the chat. E does not gatekeep. He just skips a lot. That is true. Yes, skipping is a very good substitute for running. So anytime I'm out, I skip a lot. I have a lot of them in all fairness, or otherwise I would, says Dark Admiral. Well, Jay says 8. Dark Admiral says 10. Black Spider says 7. And Ethereal says 8. And Desert Rose says 10. And so that is a 7, 2 8s, 2 10s. Alrighty, so we've got a 7, 2 8s, and 2 10s. Alrighty, in a disguise, 7. Not going to say where it looks like he's going to bite him. Sure ain't his neck. Exactly. We also have a 10 from Michael Taylor. Very cool cover and colors. One Slick Dude says 10 as well. So we got 2 10s and a 7. 1 and 2, and here is that 7. Alrighty, I have to give it a 2 due to the lack of the of Captain Carrot. Come on, Ian. That is a good point, though. But he isn't even a Marvel character. Let's see. I only have about 10 Marvel team-ups, says Black Spiders. You know what? I have a whole bunch in an auction coming up on Sunday. Let's see. The green works well with this cover. I think I'm only missing 2 copies of the run. The green is very 70s. Marvel, Maranya saying, MTU3. Wow, love the dynamic angles with Spidey being menaced by Morbius. This is a great cover, not derpy at all. Well, I think she wrote that after I did mine. Well rendered, great use of limited space, score a Morbing time 10. All right, and then we have Marvel team up number 3. It's a 9, and that's from Henry. Morbius is a vampire, right? Nah, too easy. I'll go 8. I like how Human Torch is about to blitz Morbius. All righty, there you go, and that is an 8. Okay, let's get the stop. Once again, any late votes will be counted, so don't forget to put those
I
in.
kind of like how they're in the 94 cartoon. They changed Morbius, where Morbius actually, instead of biting you,
Yeah.
he like, suckers on his hands. He'd touch you and he'd basically steal your life force that way.
That's one way to do it.
It's 'cause they couldn't
Just
use
for the new
vampire
people.
comics,
Yep.
cartoons. I mean,
Yeah.
Just for the new people, and for those of you who forgot, 1 is god awful, 2 is horrible, 3 is very bad, 4 bad, 5 is it really doesn't mean anything to you, doesn't affect you one way or the other. 6 is average, not bad, not great, it's middle of the road. There you go. 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. Alrighty, in this one we have 1 6, 2 7s. Taking out 3 of those 8 10s, and then we have 3 8s. So now there's only 2 10s left. And we got those 2 10s versus 1 9. Holy shiitake mushrooms. 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, there we go. All right. And it is my turn.
Nope, they're all 10s. It makes it hard to choose.
The Spidey pose reoccurs in either MTU 9 or 10 as the final page. Mobius is not the god of dreams. All righty, let me go for book 4. Show a purple below. All right, I was thinking the Mobius chair. That's DC. We're going for book 4, and it looks a little bit like this.
Mobius, isn't that guy?
That's right. It's the first the team up with the X-Men. They're not the first Spider-Man team up in this book. This is a 10. I've loved this cover forever and a day. Let's see. We got, no, Scott, don't blast him. Not now, or he'll fall to his death. Too late, lady. Stretch. And then we have Iceman saying, this time you pushed us too far, while Crawler as he blasts him in the ass. Iceman is blasting Spider-Man in the ass in 1970s. I guess it was foreshadowed. All right. Yeah, I give this a 10. RDV, what about you?
I'm amazed that you give this a 10, but it's the exact same word layout at number 1. You said it was overcrowded.
I don't think this is overcrowded. I think this does not push the people to one side.
It's the same amount of words in the same places.
All right. I'm a hypocrite. What do you think?
I like this. I like the fact that the Angel's ripping off Hawkman. You know, and just
of course.
Yeah, that whole thing with him shooting him is meant to be in his back, but Spider-Man just got he just got icy hot. He got hit in the back with the Cyclops beam.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you just say he got icy hot?
Yep.
Is this really where you want to be when Jesus comes? I've never done with bad jokes like that.
Well, he already left. No. That's why I'm here with you. No. This is a 10. I like this. You know what's great about it? You know great about this? Angels don't have that derpy costume anymore. Like you wouldn't see the upper right corner.
At this point in time, was it like Champion's costume with the yellow and the red?
I can't remember.
That was a horrible costume. All right, Amy, what do you think?
I really like the perspective and the scale that they're using on these. When they've got these limited boxes, because so much of the trade dress takes up so much volume of the cover, and there's a lot of text and stuff too. They don't cheat on the backgrounds or the perspective. They're just very deliberate in how they want to line up the environment. And it's just a really cool effect, and the lines are really neat in it too.
You notice also, I just noticed the Angel's pulling on his web line.
Yeah, so I guess he managed to knock him off of his web, like he just went and grabbed the webbing and like snatched it out of his hand. And you're right, that goes out of the frame, which is just really cool. I don't know, this is just it's neat how they're
It's 3D.
Yeah, that's cool. It's just really neat the way they put this together. I really do enjoy looking at it. And the more you study it, the more little things you see. It's like it's the kind of thing I would love to try drawing. It just looks like it would be fun. So I'll give it a 10.
If it was animated, he'd go quickly hit the screen, going and slide down.
Yeah, with a little like shiny mark where his face hits it, like ooh.
Yeah.
I guess Gene would have to catch him.
Mr. Breen.
10.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh no.
Yes, it is now our show. The Geeky Puppet Show is now taking over I Love Comics.
There you go. No, Scott, don't blast him. Not now, or he'll fall to his death.
Quiet, Gene.
See, Pixel.
It's too late, lady. Scratch one, Spider-Man. This time you pushed it too far, Crawler. So how long does it take before his little derpy slide breaks, melts?
I don't know.
Like, is there a limit to how much? Isn't like his... Because I always thought it'd be like Sandman using his body, and after a while, you run out.
You run out of sand?
Yeah. Because he has to make the ice somehow in his body, right? Logic?
Oh, it's funny because you keep thinking, doesn't he like freeze the air or use the water in like, no, that was explained in The Incredibles. So we kind of know how Frozone's ice powers work.
Yeah.
But they don't really commit to that for Iceman.
I'd just be making snow cones and selling them.
Yeah.
So what did you score this, Amy?
A 10.
We all gave it a 10 after you left.
All righty. All right, let's check the chat. I don't know why I dropped. 10 from Jay. We've got a 7 at best from Manga Reader. Alrighty, a 10 from Jay and a 9, 8, 7 from Manga Reader. We have a 10 from Desert Rose and a 7. Spidey left leg looks broken and stretched with the whole twisty thing. Okay. So that is a 10 and a 7. Next up, we have a Freeze His Butt, says Black Spiders, and Black Spiders gives this an 8 as well as Ethereal Dragon. All right, and next up, Marvel Team Up number 4, Very Awkward Pose. It's a 7, says Henry. And then we have What Else Is New, 10, very cool cover and colors and details from Michael Taylor. Dark Admiral gives this a 10. And we have Cool Perspective, that foreshadowing Iceman being gay, bless him in the ass. MTU4, wow, Spidey getting pummeled by the X-Men. Great use of the space with lots of action, lots of details. 2 score Mutant 10, and 1 Slick agrees. Alrighty, and so does MK. Also kind of looks like Iceman is freezing Spider-Man's butt, and it does. All right, let's see. I am an X-Men fan, so Manga Reader gives it a 10. And a Rhaegar 8. All right, and a Manga Reader. Okay, dude. You said 7 and then 10 twice. I'm going with a 7. That's the way my left leg looked when I broke it in 2020. That sucks, says Tony Hayes. Yikes. MTU is great to read. This is a time when they used to make good comics. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All righty.
Hey, and Becca, thank you for your 10.
Alrighty. Oh, they jumped in. You skipped in. Well, then they're part of the family, aren't they? If I skip them, it's just it's like being initiated. Alrighty. There we go. Let's see. Wow, this is a 10 fest. This is 3 7s, 3 8s versus 11 10s.
1 6, dude. You should not be jealous that he's skipping other people and not you.
Oh, that's why he's bringing it up. He's not saying, "Hey, you skipped Ian and Becky." He's like, "You skipped Ian and Becca."
That's our thing, team.
It used to be me, and now you're just skipping everybody. All righty. Well, not a lot of variety in the scoring so far, but let's see how it goes next round. We are going to go to book 5. Give to book
time.
5.
Yes.
And here you go. And let's see. RDV, you have book number 5. Issue number 5.
Ah, yes, the derpy robots are back.
Vision and
Menace of Monstroid. Like, we need a name. Monster Droid. Monstroid! Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's like that meme where the guys all cheer. Yeah! They get shit through the champagne bottles. Keep back, everybody. If Spider-Man can't stop that thing from totaling the Vision, nobody can.
See.
Wow. There's an Irish cop in the background, too. Cool.
Yeah.
And he didn't get a line. That's cool.
Is he drinking Irish coffee?
Bagora.
He's saying, Bagora, back way. The fight's back that way. He's pointing back. Yeah, the eyes on the robots is really weird. I never liked that when they start making him look more humanoid with the eyes. But I'm going to go 9 on this. I like the action. I love the fact that the ground is torn up. So all that's missing is the fire hydrant behind them spraying water.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's next.
I think so. Yeah.
Or he's saying, "Quick, let's go to the dualies next."
What score?
9.
9. Alrighty, Amy.
These covers are just really cool. I still love the dynamics, the colors, the layouts, the arrangement. I was, you'd almost be tempted to say the use of negative space, but they don't really leave any. It's just a really cool, well filled out layout with a lot of interesting little details. It just looks like it'd be fun to draw. So I'll give this a 10.
Alrighty. And Eric.
Hey, Venkman, did you see where someone actually wants to read with us?
Yeah, and I just replied back. I said, Ian's using third person now? Well, I already got one of those guys that does that.
Maybe Becca was typing that for him.
Oh, maybe Becca, yeah.
This is a 10. Of course.
Oh, and chat, I'm going to also need the name of some B-list, maybe C-list Marvel villains that would have 12 or more comic book covers.
Like
this is an awesome cover. You're right, Amy, about the fact that this is it's not cluttered, it's filled.
Yeah.
You know, with the big trade dress and the moniker at the bottom as well. They've got such a small space to make something dynamic. I don't know what the robot is, but it still is. It's a very good cover. I'm giving this a 9 as well. It's not bad. Alrighty, let's go to the chat. All right, and let's see. We have don't worry, you're still #1 Skip Dude. That is true. Ethereal Dragon says 6. Tony says his eyes look weird. Oh, the robot's eyes. Let's see. We've got a 6. We got a 9 from Dark Admiral. We've got an 8 from Desert Rose. 6.
The Vision looks like me at the end of these.
9. MTU #5. Spidey and Vision versus Monstroid. Loads of detail and a great battle in that limited space. This sells the book like Gil Kane cover should. Score a -10. All right, we got a 7. Poor Vision is about to be teabagged, says In a Disguise.
Was that your question, Amy? What the cover wires was?
Ian's Dream. Okay, we've got that. 9. One robot doesn't look very menacing, says One Slick. 10 from Rhaegar, saying Vision being crushed by Mega Man boss.
Oh my gosh! I just realized with those eyes, he looks like Jack Kirby or Neil Adams.
Let's see. Tony in our readings on the Geek Pup Show. Yes, all cops are Irish. Michael Taylor says 10. Cool covers, colors, and nice detail. Jay Lucian gives us a 10. Alrighty, Mega Man. Thanks. That's where I saw him before. Animin covers, says Maranya. Marvel Team Up #5. RDV is right. The Monstroid's eyes are strange. Spidey swinging is cool. Lots of details. Still a 9. Alrighty, and then Becca says 9. I'm a big fan of the Vision. Good for the Irish. 9 from Tony Hayes. 9 at best, and 8. Okay, so we got 2 9s and an 8. Alrighty, kids. Let's get the stop. There we go. And what we got here is 1 6 and 1 7 and 2 8s, taking out 4 of those 6 10s. And then we've got 7 9s wiping out the rest. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. Our first non-10 of the evening. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Didn't know if it would happen or not. Alrighty, I decided to do the poll just one ranking too soon here, or early, I guess. Next month or next season, we are doing we're doing villains, Marvel villains. So I don't want to do all A-listers because you know it's good to spread the wings. I already have Kingpin, Doctor Doom, and Red Skull as the big guys. And I was thinking, what are some of the B-listers and the C-listers we could put up? Say again?
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock? Is he a B-lister or an A-lister? What do you think?
I just want to do covers with him.
Okay, I'll put
he's actually like an S tier level as far as
yeah.
I'll put Doc up there, and I believe Maranya brought up the Annie-Men.
I'm just trying to think of actual villains that actually appeared on numerous covers because a lot of them do.
Yeah, some do. Say who?
Mole Man.
MODOK, Super Skrull, Annihilus, Absorbing Man. And then we've got Mole Man. Eric, do you have a vote on any of the ones that are brought up?
Doc Ock.
Okay, so you're okay with that?
I mean, Spider-Man's the biggest villain.
I'm going to take down the thing I put up there, which was Bullseye. And I think I'm going to go with MODOK. Why not? MODOK. There we go. And another one, Controller, Mandarin. Controller's actually pretty cool. And I like his first appearance. And even if it came in a collection and it wasn't in the greatest of shapes, I say if you find one, you should get it. when it would be about $3 to $5. Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. Let's see, Dr. Light. Well, that's DC. We're going from Magneto's A-lister. Let's see, In a Disguise as Saying Sandman. Oh, well, we got a Spider-Man villain up there. How about
Craven?
Titanium Man. There you go. Let's go for some Iron Man villains. Alrighty, and here is the poll, and I'm going to take a little time to put my votes in. We have MODOK, Doc Ock, Annie Man, and Titanium Man, which I'm pretty sure Doc Ock is going to win this, but you know. There you go. Bum bum. Of this particular list, who would you vote for there, RDV?
I have to go look at the list. I was not looking at it. Give me a second. I mean, if you have Doc Ock on there, it's gonna be Doc Ock.
Oh yeah, that's right. You picked that one. Amy, who would you pick out of this group? What is your vote?
Out of Doc Ock and Mordark, and who is it?
MODOK, Doc Ock, Titanium Man, and Animan.
The Animan aren't they like animals, like a frog?
Yeah,
and,
yeah, they've been around. They
robots.
did some X-Men, Fantastic Four, right?
Daredevil.
And Daredevil. Yep, they've been around.
Sounds kind of cute.
Yeah. So
I know.
yeah, I'm going to fill up next. We're going to do a poll tomorrow as well, and we're going to fill out from what you guys do. I've got 4. I want 4 mainstream because I think this would be fun to do on every so often, and I don't want to blow all the big dogs. The Magnetos, the Red Skull, the Doctor Doom. I don't want to blow all of them in 1 month. So instead of doing 16 big ones,
clip that somebody.
What?
Nothing.
Did I say something? What did I say?
I'm just saying somebody should clip that. You don't want to blow everything all in 1 month.
Oh, I don't want to blow. Okay, I got it. Okay, I did not even realize I said that. That being said, Amy, let's go to you. It's book 6. All right, go for book 6. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. I did not even realize.
And the Animan appeared in our RPG, Amy.
Oh.
All right, and the RPG was this channel's introduction to Amy and Melissa. Here you go. You have book 6, Amy.
Oh, look, Marania, it's the thing. Let's see. He says, "Ha! I win our little bet, Puppet Master. Oh, then Alicia's in this episode.
Nope.
So, Thinker Spider-Man will hit those deadly spikes before him. My mighty android is hurling the thing to his doom. My victim dies first. Nah, they're gonna be okay, I think. Let's see. Death traps of the deadly duo. I don't know how they're gonna get Alicia in this, but she'll be okay. It's interesting. The little bubbles with the inlays, these are kind of neat. Like, you don't see that a lot with all the little characters talking to each other through the bubbles, and then kind of the center like image of, like, I guess the action of the scene, which I guess is more narratively cohesive, or that is to say it's supposed to be happening in a literal space, I'm guessing. But the perspective is still basically okay, but the environment isn't as great as the previous ones have been, but it's still creative and the colors are nice and the pose is pretty good. So I'll give it a 9. Yeah, because it's still very creative.
Okay, and Eric?
Amy, actually, this story is about Alicia. It tells how she became Philip Masters' stepdaughter because, he and her real dad were best friends, but he got jealous that his best friend had the beautiful wife and the beautiful daughter. So he basically, if you ever wanted to redeem him, you could say it was accidental, but he more or less killed him.
Oh.
But as far as the cover goes, it's a 10.
Alrighty.
So wait, was this Alicia's first appearance then, or is this like a story explaining more about her history?
No. Yeah, she appeared. This is like the 70s.
Her first appearance is the same as Silver Surfer, isn't it? No, she appeared with Puppet Master in like
in the 60s, early
Oh,
1960s.
goodness gracious! What was his first appearance, Eric?
Whose?
Puppet Master.
Fantastic Four #8.
There you go.
Yeah.
All righty. RDB, what do you think?
I guess so. 10.
It's another 10.
You sound
All
kind of
righty.
sad about that.
I like the bubbles and the dialogue, and they're talking to each other and everything.
That's
Yeah,
really
the pose on Spider-Man's a little weird, and I
He's
think that the thing is sort of obscured here a little bit. I'm giving this one an 8.
It's most likely he's dead, and those two are breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, there you go. All right, going to the chat. We get a 6. Excuse me. We get a 6 from Black Spiders and a 9 from Dark Admiral. 876. And then we've got a Marvel Team Up #6. It's a very good cover. It's an 8, says Henry. And then we have an 8 from Ian and Becca. Next up, I finally got all my comic books in one room, says Tony. Well, congratulations. As comic book collectors, we all know that is an achievement. Desert Rose says 8. 9 from Michael Taylor, saying very cool cover and colors. 7 from Ethereal, and a 9 from One Slick. So it's a 7, 8, 2 9s. A 7, and 8, and 2 9s. Alrighty, Maranya says Marvel Team Up 6. Wow, Spidey and the Thing, Thinker and Puppet Master. There is still a bit of mystery as to how this happens, which sells the book. Score a Death Trap 10. Alrighty, so they're in love, and they both conspire to give Spider-Man a heart attack. Rhaegar says 7. I have it with the Thing, says Patrick. Wait, what? Okay. Let's see. Just look through my I love number 31's cover the most. Okay. And we have a 9. Looks like Spider-Man broke his neckers doing the Exorcist thing. Don't puke in the mask, Spidey. So we got a 7 and a 9. 7 and 9. 7A. Let's see. Alicia Masters first appeared in number 8. The character in Dark Hawk with the monster with the 2 eyes and 3 and one of the oddest characters. Okay. Ken K says gives it a 6. All right. Cool. And I got Marvel Team Up 93 in my hand right now, says Tony Hayes. All right, let's get the stop. If you do have a last minute vote, put that right on in. If it changes anything, we will change it. But for now, we have 2 6s and 2 7s, taking out all 3 10s and 1 of the 5 9s. And then we've got 4 8s versus 4 9s. And you know what that means. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. There we go. Put that in the 8 column. We've got 1 8, 1 9, 4 10s so far as we move on to book number 7. Oh, Eric and Boyd says 8, which just enforces the 8s. So there we go. All righty. And let's get the go for book 7. And this goes to Eric. And here we go, sir. Spider-Man and Thor.
Streak broken. 9.
All righty. And RDB, what do you think?
10. Another 10.
All
Thor
right.
is about to turn back into Donald Blake. He's got 60 seconds on the clock.
That is true.
And Spider-Man's pretty much like me, sleeping on the job.
Amy, what do you think?
Oh, does Thor turn into a person?
Donald Blake.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he used to be a doctor, and then when he hit his wonky cane, he'd strike in the ground. He'd become Thor. They'd switch bodies or switch places.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like, So then Thor would go back home, and then Blake would end up back. Right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Let's see. Thunder God or human spider, nothing can stand against Acrylic. First Earth shall fall, and then Asgard itself. I think he probably doesn't end up winning. Cool holster though. Yeah, it's still a really cool cover though. I'll give it a 10.
All righty. Let's see. Thunder God or Human Spider. Nothing can stand against Krillic. First Earth shall fall, and then Asgard itself. 2 worlds to conquer. And we see his men in the background. Somebody with a little bit of butt showing behind that Asgard itself. Doesn't really do it for me, this one. I'm giving this another 7. All right. It's good, but it's not great. Okay, so here we go. We got all 4. Yep. And let's go to the chat and see what they says. Alrighty, here we go. Rhaegar says 9. It'd be cold in these darn hills, says Eric and Boyd. Patrick gives this a 10. Tony Hayes gives it a 9. So 2 9s and a 10. Alrighty, next up, Patrick gives this a no, read those. Ken says 7. Ethereal says 8. Eric and Boyd says 9. Desert Rose says 8. Black Spider says 7. Dark Admiral says 9. So there are 2 7s, 2 8s, and 2 9s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, Maranya. Marvel 2-in-1, number 7. This is a great concept, but feels like a repurposed interior panel. Loads of detail, but heroes should be larger, even with the flaws. This is a Conquered 10. Alrighty, and next up, Amy, and then one day Thor went back in time and stole his helmet from a random Viking. There you go. 9 from One Slick. Jokes aside, I'll say 9, says MK. Alrighty, so we got 2 9s. And damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an engineer. So there was no real Donald Blake. Yeah, they rewrote that thing, didn't they?
They retconned it.
Guy, the center falling down the stairs.
I think it was. Did Simonson retcon it first? Breen?
Yes.
Because I remember they brought him back in the early 2000s, and then it turned out it was he was just fake.
Well, they revealed that years prior.
But then Cates brought it back and made him a villain.
I know.
Ugh.
Donny Cates is the Marvel version.
That's the one mark on his Thor run that I did not like. Otherwise, I'd like his Thor run.
Alrighty, kids, let's get the stop. And if you do have a late vote, go run ahead. Englentine is in fact Dr. Donald Blake. Yes.
Well, I thought you were just gonna go step away for a minute.
All right. Let's see. We have 5 7s taking out all 4 10s and 1 of the 5 9s, and then we got 2 8s. Don't do to the 5 10 9. So there we go. All right. That is where we land.
Yeah, it's still 36 degrees outside here.
We are at 39 with a light rain.
It got nice. It's up to 45 here.
Oh, cool.
And then it goes, and then it's going to drop down all the way through tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I heard it's getting around 5 over here. It's
2 degrees.
I want to be back in Florida so much.
You should have seen the lines at the car wash. It was like, I could wash my car at home faster than I could waiting in line.
All righty. It's my turn again. Let me put up the go for book 8.
Warbling audio.
Does anybody here? It might be. You know what? I've had problems. My wife unplugged the computer while I was on it, and ever since then, it's been just doing.
My tower makes noise sometimes. I'll mute myself. It probably is me.
All right, so here we go with book number 8, and it is Spider-Man and the Cat. Enter the murderous, magnificent gal they call Man Killer. Why is she not big right now? Honestly, how are you not bringing back Man Killer in 2024?
No, they're talking about the cat, Patsy Walker's Man Killer, where she did the Tony.
All right. Keep your cool, cat lady. The old wall crawler cometh. Ew, in that outfit? Does it? Okay, let's see. No way, man. If you butt your way into this grudge match, we'll both mop the floor with you. All righty. And we've got some guy shooting at Spider-Man and missing. This one, it's kind of weird because we were talking about that one cover with the robot and how it was filled and not cluttered. This one seems cluttered for some reason. Is it the background, the smoke, you think?
The elements. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go on ahead.
Oh, okay. The background elements, like this machinery in the back on the left side and behind the lady in the red outfit, they're rendered at the wrong angle for the interior of the room and the way the characters are positioned. Since they're standing on an arch that's turned this way, it doesn't make sense for them to be facing upward on a piece of mechanics in the background that's pretty far behind them. So when you consider where the vanishing point is, everything's just slightly skewed. So there's a lot of noise that's being there just by having disjointed.
I don't hate this cover though. I think I still think it's a good cover. I'm going 7 again.
Yeah.
RDV, what do you think?
Whoa, here she come. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. She's a man killer. That song's in my head. I like this, you know. Spidey's on the correct angle, unlike everyone else. He's supposed to be swinging on an angle. The rest of them are supposed to be kind of standing straight up. You know, even though they're on an arch thing, but the arching is actually not an arch going up and down. It's actually turning around. The guy is sitting in a circle. The guy on the bottom. So it kind of screws things a little bit. Like, and if it doesn't help that it throws you off because the man killer, the girl on the right, her body's positioned torqued in a wrong weird way. But if you look at the machine on the left by Spidey and the gun over there, that was straight up. So, yeah. Although it's a great action cover, I'm gonna give it 10. I like this.
All righty, Eric, what do you think?
I'm gonna say 9 again.
All righty. We got a 10. We've got a 9. Amy, what do you say?
I mean, for whatever little structural I might have looking at it, it's just a little bit of confusion. It has a lot of interesting layout elements that are brought together in a cool way, and the figures are still interesting. And I like the cat; she's really kind of neat anyway. So I still like this, even though it's not as amazing as I think some of the others have been. So I'll give it at least a 9. Yeah.
Also, does Felicia know that he's cheating on her?
Excuse me. Hold on.
Yeah. I love it. It's like it's a man killer. And he's like, "Keep your cool, cat lady. The old man's coming through to help out."
Right. Patrick is saying 10. Rhaegar is saying 9, and Eric and Boyd says 9, and Black Spider says 7. So we got 7, 2 9s, and a 10.
Because Cat says she don't need no man, and he's basically like just saying like, "I don't care."
All right, and then let's see. MTU number 8 says Henry. It's okay. It's a 7.
Yeah, it's Tigra actually.
Is that one girl attacked 50-foot woman? She's so much bigger than everyone else. I'll go 7, says MK.
I guess she's like an Amazon or something. I don't really know.
Cat looks like she smells, says Black Spider. 8 from Ethereal. What's a robot? It's the proper pronunciation of what other people call robot, but it's robot. All right, Ethereal says 8. Let's see. Desert Rose says 8 as well, and Dark Admiral says 10. Black Spider says that 10-foot woman looks tough. 6, Perspective is off, says In a Disguise. The cat is yellow and blue, odd color choices. So we've got an 8, a 10, and 6. Okay. 8, a 10, and a 6. All right, let's see. 8 from One Slick saying red smoke doesn't work for me. King K says 7. 8 from Michael Taylor. Very cool action-packed cover. So we've got a 7 and 2 8s. And then we have, let's see, Man Killer versus Man Thing. Would be cool. Versus Man of War. MTU number 8. This is a great battle that would benefit from the heroes being larger. Great concept. Good rendering. Score Man Killer 9. Yes, I can give a score lower than a 10. All right. And let's see, Dinia, by the way, that is Greer Nelson in the cat costume before she became Tigra. Yep. All right, let's get the stop. And let's see where we stand here with this one. We have 5 6s taking on 3 10s and 2 of those 8 9s. And then we have 2 8s versus the last 6 9s. And this joins the 9 Brigade.
Before she became Tigra, yes.
All right. As I say, we have 1 8, 3 9s, and 4 10s. And we are rounding the corner
When was Yolanda introduced? Was that Jeff Johns? the second Wildcat?
No, that goes back to Infinity Inc. So that'd have been Roy Thomas.
Before
Literally,
this?
in this case. That's a different company.
I know, but I'm wondering if one got inspired by the other.
Well, she predated her by over a decade.
Okay.
All right, we're round the corner. Last 4 issues here. The last third. And RDV, you're leading us off. Issue number 9.
Oh my gosh. Maranya, look at this. Record this, Maranya. There's an Iron Man cover.
Doesn't happen often.
It's to get one per year, Maranya. This is it. And Iron Man doesn't look like a dope either. That's nice. Spider-Man's doing his Rockefeller kick like he normally does when he swings. It looks like they got people on surfboards chasing them.
Yeah, I guess
Everybody does.
This is straight up like Flash Gordon behind them.
Dive.
What's that right? When they have the little sleds they ride and stuff. That's what it looks like.
Oh, I want to watch that movie again. It's been a long time.
I'm gonna go 9. Spider-Man's leg being that high up, it just kind of weirds me out.
Spider-Man high kicking. It's wrong. Alrighty. How about you, Amy? What do you think of this one?
Well, I'm glad to see these little cityscapes being rendered out again. That looks really neat, and I like the way the little car for the Irish police there kind of frames everything. The noise kind of in this. What is this? This green mesh that frames the portal? I guess they've gone through a portal, and there's green mesh everywhere because it's, I don't know, are they in like space time or something?
It's Krakoa. Everything's Krakoa now. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just guessing. I don't know.
But it's a cool Iron Man and it's a cool Spider-Man, and I do like the little background, the way that it is. So, I think I will give this I'll give this a 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Just pretend it's a claw blob.
The claw?
Oh, sorry, I didn't write it down. What did you say, RDV?
I said 9.
Okay.
Oh,
Eric, what do you think?
I've always loved this cover. I've got to give us a 10.
Awesome.
I agree. I'm wondering what they're smoking. This is an obvious 10.
The
to
leg
me.
is really extended high up to his shoulder for some reason.
He's Spider-Man. I'm okay with that. This is a great hero cover. I mean, Iron Man looks good. Spider-Man looks good. Yeah, he's high kicking. We get a crotch shot. Let's see. Well, we came from today, and this sure isn't yesterday. So offhand, I'd say we're smack dab in the middle of the Tomorrow War.
Do you know better?
Where the blazes are we, wall crawler?
I would give this a 10 if he was riding on Iron Man's back, hanging out.
Like Doc Ock, Lex Luthor style.
No, I meant the biggest gay deal. Ace and Gary.
Alrighty, so Black Spiders gives this a 10. Wait, did I actually put my score? Yep. Black Spiders gives this a 10. Henry says, MTU number 9, nice figure dynamics, great Romita cover. It's a 10. And then Michael Taylor says 10, very cool cover and details. So 1, 2, and 3 10s. They're fighting Flash Gordon, but the background is lame. Why is the future so green? Because the environmentalists won. Ethereal. Maranya says MTU 9. This is a great cover that tells what happens in the book and sells it. This is the start of a great storyline. Score Shellhead and Spidey 10. Kim K, however, every party has a pooper. That's we invited you, Ken K, and Ethereal. Alrighty, but maybe somebody was watching Flash Gordon, says Black Spiders. Fun fact, the last panel of this book stuck in my head for years until I found it in Treasury Edition collecting the story. It's Spidey for the record. Let's see. 8. Don't like the random green background around the oval, says one slick.
I don't understand what that is.
It's portal that came through.
Green.
Now that's
let's see. 10 from Dark Admiral. And then we have, it looks like Christmas threw up on a comic cover. Exactly.
Maybe they're in some
9
kind of like
for American Void. I hope Tony has a cup given where Spidey right foot is out. LOL 9 from MK. Okay, and there we go. It's Elf Vomit, says Rhaegar. Alrighty, so let's get the stop. And if you have a last minute vote, we will count it.
I'm imagining they're probably inside just some giant like room or dome that's made out of like vegetation.
And we have a 6 taking out 2 of those 7 10s. And then we have 1 8. Now it is 4 10s versus 4 9s. And you know how that ends? It ends in a 9. One of the covers that actually deserves to be a 10 is a 9. All right. There we go, gang.
Can't blame
and,
me. I gave it a 9.
No, you are to blame. If it's not a 10, it's
no.
Anyway.
It could no. Everyone else was getting a higher scores until you got those 2 guys who decided to go.
Yeah. All right, everyone, have a great Friday. You have a good day, Erica Boyd. Take care. Be safe. Hello, honey. How you doing? Not you, Eric. I'm talking to Gail.
Have a good night, Eric.
All righty. Let's get the go for book 10. All right. What you watching up there? That turn of the century mystery show you watch?
I was, but now I'm watching this show called Poker Game, I think. There's Ron Perlman, and they're all cops. And one of the cops gets kidnapped.
Oh no! I stopped paying attention to Ron Perlman a while back. Of course, he pulls it's a 9 when it's clearly a 10 because it's Iron Man. Hey, I agree with you, Maranya. I didn't pull it. Everybody else scored it wrong. Okay, let's go for book 10. It is Amy's turn to score. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What have we got here? A lot of purple back in like that series of bad guys, right? Like King had purple and Wizard and Paste Pot Pete. And got this. Oh, a lot of purple. Well, that's okay. It's a nice color. Is this no? So it's not the same green that we were just where Iron Man was. Okay, in the clutches of King the Conqueror, war across 1,000 centuries, all this and the Tomorrow Man too. Upset. Okay, yeah, this is nice. I didn't know King was a really huge character, but it's still a neat layout and the characters are well rendered. I think I'll give it a 9. It does have nice colors.
Alrighty. How about you, Eric?
Again, I've always loved this cover, so I'm going 10.
Alrighty. How about you, RDB?
I just started loving this cover, so I'm giving it 10.
You give it a 10. All right. That's 3 10s, 1 9. Let's go to the chats because I've always loved this cover as well. Let's see. Desert Rose says 9 Black Spiders, gives it a 10. And then Ethereal and Ken give it 7. So we've got a 9, 10, and 2 7s. 9, 10, and 2 7s. Already. Dark Admiral says 9. Rhaegar says 10.
Oh my gosh. I just noticed something. The Comic Code Authority up on the right by the Marvel Team Up, it's crooked to the left for some reason.
Yep.
I've never seen that on a comic book before. Where it's
Maranya says Kang versus Spidey and Torch. Kang looks properly menacing. Great design in the limited space. Score a Kang 10. He was Kang. I love Kang. He has that madness in his eyes. 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and details, says Michael Taylor. And then we have an MTU 10. Another nice Romita cover. It's a 10, says Henry. Alrighty, my favorite cover so far, says Michael Taylor. One Slick gives it a 9. FYI, villains tend to use the secondary covers, orange, green, and purple, in contrast to the heroic primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. All right, let me get the stop. If you have a last-minute vote, put it on in there, and we will count it. And if it changes anything, we will change that thing. It is 2 6s taking on 2 of the 8 10s, and then we've got 4 9s, knocking out all but 2 10s, leaving 10. That is what this is. All righty. Kang goes to the top. And as it stands, 1 8, 4 9s, and so far 5 10s. Will we get another one? Will something drop? I have no idea. But we are going to go for book number 11, and Eric is going to lead us off on that one. And this is Spider-Man teaming up with The Inhumans.
10. Suck it, Pixel.
Yep. All right. What about you, RDV?
Filthy Inhumans 2. Just kidding. It's a 10. They're awesome.
All righty. Amy, what do you think about this cover?
Oh, this is really cool. There's not much of an environment in here, but that's okay. The characters are arranged well. It makes good use of the perspective that is established. There's just enough little wreckage and noise here at the corner to kind of give a sense of force to this like psionic scream thing that he's doing here. And the poses really all work for that too. Spider-Man, he's not trying to cover his ears, but he looks like he kind of got the worst of the blast. It's a really, really cool pose and layout. Oh, look, they got rid of the box. It's like it's all the way up into the trade chest now. Well, that'll open it up a little. Anyway, yeah, really cool graphic design, very good illustrations, and nice colors. I will give it a 10.
The dude could like sneeze and take out a galaxy, but yet they didn't use him against Thanos. Why?
I don't know. Does he have like Banshee's powers? Is that what he does?
That whole entire with like the Infinity Gauntlet thing, they could have just used him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are going to the chat unanimous. Black Spiders gives it an 8, and Ethereal and Kim K agree. So we've got 3 8s, 1, 2, and 3. But Michael Taylor comes in as well as Dark Admiral with 10s. Very cool cover, colors, and details. 1 and 2. And then we've got One Slick Dude with a 10. Marvel Team Up 11 says Henry. Great Remita Dynamics. It's a 10, so that's 2 more. And next up, Maranya. Remember to team up with the like button. By the way, this is Dark Admiral. Dark Admiral knows what he's talking about. Smash that like button. All righty. Also, by the way, don't forget to go into the comment section and leave a comment, at least six lines long. I'm going to find a book that is worthy, and it will be a giveaway as soon as this channel hits 2,000 or 20,000, which I'm hoping will be at the end of this year, or before the end, but by the end of this year. MTU, exceptionally dynamic cover, says Maranya. Black Bolt shows his power. Wonderfully rendered conclusion of the story started in number 9. Score a wonderful Inhumans 10. All right. Let's see. Who is Thanos?
Thanos. Who cares?
Oh,
He's a lame villain that's compared to Darkseid.
Thanos.
Or do you prefer Darkseid?
All right. Anyway, 10, even though it's the Inhuman, says Rhaegar. 8 for MK. All righty. And let's see. Did Rhaegar know because Torch is colored red and yellow for the most part? Spiders, I agree that Lockjaw is damn cool. So Daredevil won't fight Black Bolt. Probably would be a dumb idea in many, many ways. The like button is suing me for yeah.
Sonos can pronounce his name Rhaegar. Targaryen.
Really okay, so anyway, we get to stop.
Targaryen.
And we've got 4 8s versus 10 10s, and this is obviously a 10. All righty, and so it is. We've got one last cover to go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to vote in the poll for villains for next month. We're doing Marvel villains, so the poll is up. By all means, give that a look at and a vote, and I will put go for book 12. Alrighty. Zoinks. And Spider-Man teaming up with Werewolf by Night. 2 of Marvel's mightiest and most mysterious in a battle to the death. Wolf at large, Spider at bay. Dun dun 10 from me, because I just dig this cover, man. The fact that you could see jump from the one part of the bridge to jump on top of him, this is a cool cover. City looks great, bridge looks great, Werewolf and Spider-Man, awesome. What do you think, RDV?
I think Doug's gonna come writing down on there.
Yeah.
Oh, did I drop?
He can't hear me. Goodbye, Anglantine. Spider-Man and the werewolf. He was a wolf.
He was a wolf. You were a
Werewolf.
wolf.
There's no H there. They can't say it. They can't say where. It's were. It's werewolf.
It's were. He were wolf. Then he were people.
Yep.
Then he were wolf again. Wait, if he's a werewolf, then that means he's currently a human, right?
Yeah.
So then this is a were person.
He should be were. Yeah, should be. Yeah, we're human.
So he's were human right now.
Two of Marvel's mightiest and mysterious in a battle to the death. Mysterios?
Yeah, Mysterio.
I, Mysterio, am not in this comic.
But it probably could be.
It says two of Marvel's mightiest and most Mysterios.
There you go. I don't think they're going to battle to the death. I think they're going to be okay.
Am I just thinking it, or was there two Mysterios? I know there's two Vultures.
No, there were two Mysterios.
Okay.
I mean, there could be.
Have we read both
Mysterios.
Mysterios, or just the one?
I don't remember.
Mysterio stays crunchy in milk.
Okay, so that was funny. All right, so I give this a 10. What do you say, RDV?
For Spider-Man and the werewolf, I give this a 10 here.
All right, Eric.
10.
And
Great
Amy.
cityscape.
Oh,
It really
yeah.
does look good.
Great Cityscape!
Yeah, no, this is just a great piece. It's a 10 for sure.
All righty. And Dark Admiral agrees. Black Spider says 9. All righty. And we have Ethereal says 9. Rhaegar says 6. Ken says 7. All righty. And then we have, let's see, MTU 12, Spidey and the Werewolf. Love the dynamic Dutch angles of the bridge and the heroes. Spidey needs to stay away from bridges. Loads of detail, not cluttered. Score a confounded bridge. 10. Marvel Team Up number 12. Gotta like the Gil Kane dynamics of Spidey versus Werewolf on top of a bridge. It's a 10, he says. 10 fantastic cover colors details ended the show with the 3 best covers, says Michael Taylor. And then we have, let's see, I had that book when I was a kid. It's speed up and rolled up and written in a book. Loved it. Mysterio's does sound like a cereal. Amy is funny. 8 looks like they drew the background scene and then superimposed characters after the fact.
Did you read
All right.
MK's?
And then I'll get to there we go. Alrighty. Are they fighting on the Verrazano Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge? Cool scenery. New York City in the background. Cool 10.
New York City.
Cool 10.
Jeez, you guys let me down here.
All right.
Let's start talking on you, Bruce.
This is the best cover of the night, in my opinion. And we've got, hey, guys, we're going to be figuring out where everything lands here.
Correction. All of us except for One Slick Dude.
One Slick Dude. Yeah. And
It's too
doesn't
much for
Dark
him.
Admiral bow out as well?
Is he even here?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Is-
it.
He's here. Yeah.
Is this Werewolf by Night Werewolf or Astronaut
Yeah.
Werewolf?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Kim, are you talking about the superimposed Spider-Man, live-action Spider-Man and Captain America? I love the cheesiness of that cover. Yeah, you're right. It's bad. It is bad. I love it.
to answer your question, Amy, this is Werewolf by Night.
Okay.
The other one actually looks blue.
All right.
Blue.
Let me
It
drop
has a
this.
little red gem on his chest.
And
Oh.
let me share out the
Or I take it back. He's not blue. He's white.
there we go. So we absolutely have the lowest score was an 8 tonight, and it is the obvious number 12. And we have 4 9s and then 6 10s. So what how is that possible? 1 2 5 what 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11.
Mhm.
What did I miss?
I don't know.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11.
Number 11, I don't see up there.
There you go.
There we go.
I mean,
Number
number
12.
12,
It was number 12. All righty. There we go. All right. So we are going to start on the 9s. And since there are a few of them, we're going to need the favorite and least favorite. There we go. And do you guys want me to show the covers before we go again?
I'm fine either way.
Okay. Well, we'll just move on. All right. So RDV, of the 9s, what is the best? What is the least?
The best is the cat, and the worst is that first cover with the robot and Vision.
Okay, number 1, and the cat is number 3. All right. All right. And
Bye, Rhaegar.
Amy, best and least of the 9s.
My favorite of these is the robot with Vision.
Okay.
Still love the way that environment and everything came together. My least favorite, I guess it would, as nice a drawing as it is of Iron Man, I just don't feel the environment as well as some of the other pieces. So that's probably my least favorite of them.
All right. How about
great.
you? Here.
My favorite is the Vision. My least favorite is the cat.
All
Bro, it's
right.
getting nasty around here. No, it's just eating each other's legs.
All righty. I've got to say my favorite is number 4, and my least favorite is number 2, the Thor issue. All righty. I'm going to Maranya, saying 4 is the best and 3 is the worst. All righty. 4 is the best with Iron Man. I agree. And 3 is the worst. And I agreed with that too. Henry says Iron Man is the best. Manslayer is the worst. Mankiller. Iron Man is the best, and that would be the cat issue, which is 3 is the worst. And then take care, Rhaegar. Have a good one. I'm getting out while the getting's good, as usual. Thor is the best, says Ethereal. Iron Man is the worst. All righty. And
I see a conspiracy going on here. They're all trying to get Iron Man up.
And then we have Dark Admiral saying Cat is the best, Thor is the worst. All righty. And 4 is the best, and 3 is the worst for Michael Taylor.
Yeah, I'll just hate strong, independent women.
That is true. That is absolutely true. All righty.
Patriarchy.
Well, it's a great cover too, but they're all really great covers. It's so hard to say.
It's like
Gail, RDV says you are neither strong or independent.
Well, she's strong and independent. She can leave whenever she wants to.
Apparently, he says if you were a strong, independent woman, you would have left already.
I didn't say
let's
that.
see. Thor is the best. Iron Man is the worst.
Don't talk her into it.
Say again, Gail. That's the best thing too. Just ignore it. So I don't know what to say.
She tried.
To
You keep coming back.
She's just like, I don't know what to say.
She's
that.
like, I
Thor
tried.
is the
I got
best.
the
Iron
cat.
Man is the worst. Liar. Oh, hey, Marana, I love your cookies, says MK. By the way, Marana makes awesome cookies. That is a true fact.
Ooh, what did she make?
I believe she made sugar cookies and snickerdoodles for us, and then
she made peanut butter and oatmeal raisin for me.
Oatmeal raisins are awesome. Cookies.
Probably just oatmeal. I think it might have just been oatmeal raisin for, but it was like, yeah.
She gave different cookies to different people.
It's just great because we're all because she sent him the E. E was supposed to ship them out, and we see he started eating cookies on screen.
Your cookies. Oh, this cookie is so good. And Eric was like, put the cookie down. It was a whole thing. Yeah. All right, let's get the stop on the 9s, and then we'll ratio this thing here. And then we'll go to the 10s and figure out what is going to the bracket fight.
Put a ratio. I knew him.
All right, but for now, hold on just a second here. We've got do we have a clear loser? Yes, we do.
Oh,
and that is the cat with 2 positive and 4 negative. And then we have one that kind of wipes itself out with 2 negative, 2 positives, and that is Thor. And then it was 2 positives and 1 negative, leaving a 1, and then 4 positives, 3 negatives, leaving a 1. But one had 4 positives and one had 1 negative. So I think there we go. Iron Man is the best of the 9s. Alrighty.
1 negative and 2 negatives.
Okay, and then let's go for the 10. I always unintentionally make Maranya mad with these. Go for 10s. Alrighty, and RDV, best and worst of the 10s.
Oh,
We've
all
got 6
right.
books.
Let's see here. Like I gotta
Call out the call out the person he's teaming up with. It'll be easier. Oh wait, no, 3 of these are Human Torches.
Are these call up the
Yeah,
person.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are Human Torches. So maybe, yeah, either the number or something on the cover.
4 of these are useless.
Anyway, what's your favorite and least favorite there, DV?
Favorite? Oh man, torn. Spider-Man Werewolf is my favorite.
All right.
I just love that.
And the least favorite?
Least favorite. I'm going Morbius. Sorry, it's not Morbid time.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 7 of them. 7A.
Hey.
So that was that. And Morbius
7A.
is 6. Morbius is number 5. All right. Okie dokies, Amy. Best and least favorite and most favorite.
Well, I mean, these are all great. I think I kind of edge out the X-Men as like my most favorite, just because it looks like it would be the most fun to draw.
Snow in the butt.
Is your most favorite?
Yeah. Oh, the layout elements with like the Spider-Man's like thread going off there in the way. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep everybody even later if I go on about it. Least favorite, probably the one with Kang, the Human Torch. It's a fine drawing, but it doesn't have as quite as many interesting elements.
Amy,
Okay.
you can talk for 5 to 10 minutes as much as you want.
Eric, Amy, I've lived with women my entire life. 2 daughters, wife. Please don't drone on. I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Eric, what do you say?
My favorite is number 3, the X-Men.
All right.
My least favorite, man, I love them all, but
I
I'm
know.
gonna say
There's not a bad one here.
number 10 next to it.
Honestly, I don't think there's a bad
that would
cover.
be the Kang issue.
Yeah, the number
Right.
issue 10, Spider-Man
Yeah.
Human Torch.
We was
Already my favorite of all of these.
Night Admiral.
Oh, goodness. You know what? I love that King cover. The X-Men is awesome as well, but I'm going to give some love to the Inhumans. And then I think I'm going to give some hate to number 2 there. The second book with the Frightful Four.
Peace Paint Pot?
Paste Pot Pete. Yep.
Or his new name was called the Trapster.
The Trapster, yeah. Henry says the 10s, Werewolf is best, X-Men is worst. All right.
People are having the same problem you're having, Amy.
3. And then this is extremely tough. Spider-Man Werewolf by Night is the best. Morbius is worse. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, that was bad as well. Oh, maybe I want to change mine. And that is number 5. All right. And then we have Werewolf is favorite. Kang is least favorite. All righty. Favorite. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is least favorite. Don't know why. That is
Yeah,
a
a
cool
lot of
cover.
people were voting the same way I was doing.
10 Spider-Man versus Wolfman. Best in worst is Morbius. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take that away from 2. And I'm going to give that to the Morbius as well. And that is 765. Alrighty. And that gets 2. Let's see. We have Werewolf favorite and Kang is least favorite, says Dark Admiral. I don't understand that thought, but there you go. 10 is Spider-Man versus Wolfman. Worst is Did I read that already?
MK and Maranya are the same.
Okay. Werewolf and
That's-
worst is Morbius.
Yep.
All right, which is issue number 5, or
Yes.
number 5 up here. Doc Ock is dominating the poll, says Michael. Michael, don't read off don't do that. Why wait and pull it up at the end if ever you're going to announce it early?
Well, in case you forget.
It's in
I'm
the
not
chat.
well. Hey, don't forget the poll, but don't spoil the poll. I gotta go. Have a go in Dark Admiral, Werewolf, and Morbin time, says Ethereal. Alrighty, and that's 5. All right. Let's see. Take care. Hey, Maranya, we agreed. Haha. I know that doesn't happen. All right, let's get this stopped. There you go. I like to find out as I pull up the poll there. That's part of the fun. Alrighty, so let's ratio. No, it's part of the fun for everyone. Come on. Well, you guys can check. I can't check, and because it doesn't pop up for me. So yeah, it is. You're right. Everybody else it's spoiled all the way through, but for me, it's not. So I don't look at it until the end. So there you go. Alrighty. Let's ratio this stuff, and I think it's very, very obvious with zero positives and 6 negatives. It is Morbin time. Alrighty. And then with 0 positives and 4 negatives, Kang follows. There we go. And then we have, 2 just didn't get voted for. So in no random order, since I erased mine, this one didn't get any votes, and neither did issue number 1. Alrighty, and then we have 1 positive, no negatives, and then 2 positives, 1 negative. Both of them reached 1, but 1 got 2 positives, so I'm going to count that. And that was
see, if the Morbius cover wasn't there, I'd be voting for number 1 as being the worst.
And
because
then
couldn't even tell it was a water tower.
Inhumans, and the book that we are sending to the bracket fights is Werewolf. So we have at number 12, Spider-Man and the Thing versus the other guys. And then at number 11 is Spider-Man and the Cat. Number 10 is Spider-Man and Thor. Number 9 is Spider-Man Vision. And number 8 is Spider-Man Iron Man. Number 7 is Spider-Man and the Human Torch versus Morbius. Number 6 is Spider-Man Human Torch versus Kang. Number 5 is Spider-Man Human Torch versus Frightful 4. Number 4 is Spider-Man Human Torch versus Sandman. Spider-Man and the X-Men is number 3. Number 2, Spider-Man and the Inhumans. And Spider-Man and Werewolf by Night is number 1. There we go. Alrighty. And now let's check out how far Doc Ock is ahead in this poll.
Let's just say the reason why I chose it because I knew he'd be popular.
Really? You just wanted to win one, huh?
About time.
Yeah. Well, we are actually going to we're going to do this. Bring up and think about it because if you guys want to pick out the villains and we choose which of the 4 of your villains go up, think of some C-listers. I'm going to put at least one big dog every week, and then you guys think of some C-listers, think of some B-listers, and we'll put them on up there as well. 20 people voted. Thank you very much for your participation. Titanium Man 15%, Annie Man 20, MODOK 25, and Doc Ock with a whopping 40%. So,
you gotta find a way to incorporate the wheel in this, because you could use the polls for that choose that, and then
instead of doing it as a poll, we put up everybody's name on the wheel.
Their ideas on the wheel.
That would take a lot of writing.
Not really. No, not another name. No, the ideas that pop up in there.
No, that's what I meant. Like we had Graviton. We had. I would do this. I will limit it to 1 per person. If we do the wheel, it's got to be 1. Because some people were like, "Oh, this isn't given 4 or 5."
Yeah, you can only get one thing answer.
That would, so tomorrow, think of a B lister or a C lister. Not tomorrow. For Sunday. Also for Sunday's cover ranking is changed. Instead of Alex Ross, somebody mentioned let's do a milestone because it's Martin Luther King on Monday. So I figured let's do Static. He's a popular character. Let's do the first 12 issues of Static. Y'all okay with that?
Yay! Eric's like, who's that?
No, I know it is. Yes, yeah. I was thinking if we're going to do that, have we done the first 12 covers of Heroes for Hire or Hero for Hire?
Ooh,
have we done
Luke Cage?
I don't think we have.
No, Zach won't let us.
I'm not against that. Okay, goodness gracious. Is it too late to put in a poll?
Have we done Black Lightning?
Well, I mean, we've got one day. We're doing just one day.
Use the wheel.
All right. Well, yeah. That's true.
Okay. And
Everybody, name a black character.
we did do
On the wheel.
Luke Cage already. I don't remember that. Did we?
I can use my dice roll.
I mean, I'm
No,
not-
we might have
We've
did
done
Parman
100.
Iron Fist. We do a Parman Iron Fist? Is that what we did? Or was it Luke Cage?
No. Well, I'm looking at the playlist here because let's see. Actually,
MKF and Margaret all day, every day.
ranking Luke Cage hero for higher comic book covers. Yes, we did.
Okay.
What numbers did we do?
I don't have anything against Static. It's a book we haven't looked at. It's
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
who was hotter, Margaret Ann Margaret in her prime versus Wendy Wagner? Wendy? Are you talking about Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman?
He meant Robert Wagner.
Oh, well, Robert Wagner. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. Flat out, Ann Margaret is one of the hottest women to ever grace us on the Silver Screen.
I saw somebody online who was like, oh, she's just a hoe. She just wear basic tights with no underwear. Danced, couldn't even dance.
Check out, I mean, Viva Las Vegas. She look at the coy way when there's a song. I love the song, but I can't remember what it was called. But he is singing a song to her by a poolside, and she's just coyly walking.
There's
walking
Bye
away.
Bye.
Bye Bye Birdie. Love it.
Yeah. Yep.
But
she pushes them in the pool, doesn't she?
yeah, and I'm telling you, Ann Margaret is absolutely one of the most.
Somebody
beautiful.
said that she couldn't dance. She just moves around. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Who cares?
Well, it's probably a guy who is jealous that the girl was getting more attention than he was.
Alrighty. Eric, are you actively against Static?
No.
Okay. Yeah. But I get what you're
I would
saying.
be shocked if he was.
We could be doing classic.
Classic Static.
I mean, I would have suggested Black Panther, but those Kirby covers really weren't that good. So it's now Black
okay.
Lightning. So
Black
there's only
Lightning.
11, but those are very cool too, though.
Yeah,
We could do Black Lightning.
you could just mix it up.
Yeah.
Static and Lightning.
Yeah, they're both electricity themed.
We could do the Black Lightning from Western Comics and just screw with people again.
Hard case. What's that?
Hard. Oh, you know what? At some point in time, we may just have to do an Ultraverse. We haven't done any Ultraverse.
None of the Malibu. Yeah, we've done that stuff either. I guess we've done that. We haven't done. We could just do milestone covers. Doesn't have to be specifically one.
Yeah.
If it's a milestone thing, just do milestone. Doesn't do one cover all bases. Also, Common America, iconic comics.
Have they done?
Then we just grab a guy off the street and say, "Hey Tim, want to join us?"
Does his name have to be Tim?
Yeah, it's because Tim Land is the one that drew it, but
Oh,
but it doesn't matter who we grab; they all look like Tim.
okay.
Alrighty.
Hardware.
So, how many issues has Common America been in?
Well, they just did their number 10 volume.
Yeah.
So, she's also did a crossover of Black Ops with Soulfinder.
Okay. That might be something to do.
Yeah.
You know what? That might be somebody to
Well, you know
see.
what? You could just do Tim Lin covers. You can include the Space Force, Patrol Space Force, all that stuff.
Well, that's something to think about. On Sunday, though, I think let's stick to the Static, and we'll figure out as we're going on. And then, like I said, we've got this season is filled, and I think we've got some pretty good ones to do here. I like the idea of doing a milestone. We've never done a milestone before, and Static being the most popular. Then we have, And then we have on Tuesday, we have Sea Devils. Wednesday will be Incredible Hulk. The following Friday is the Uncanny X-Men, or the X-Men, starting at issue number 1. We have black and white covers.
There's Planetary.
And then we have Johnny Quest, Moon Knight, The Outer Limits, J.R. Senior, and issues 150. And that's going to fill out season 9. And for season 10, that's what we're doing right now with this poll here. So far, we've got Doc Ock. So there you go.
MK, if you're talking about currently, I think more nerds be like, Darth Vader's costume is much better than Superman, Christopher Reeve.
Oh, there you go.
So back in the day, though, Christopher Reeve would have been great.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Tomorrow is our, if y'all want to make a long, if y'all don't mind making a long show longer, I've got books to show.
I was wondering if you did that, because you and Breen were supposed to do that like during the day.
Yeah, we were supposed to anyway. These are 2 of the books.
That was news to me.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you guys said we were going to do something Thursday.
Oh, no, that was last week.
That was last week?
Yeah,
oh,
that was last week. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my days and weeks are running together. It's cold every day.
So I've got a couple of Marvel Treasuries.
Dude, those are nice. You got backer boards for those? Okay.
Yeah, I even got newer bags. I bought a whole bunch of Treasury bags a while back.
I just finished putting all my whispers into brand new bags and boards.
I've been on a Judge Dredd kick. Here is Judge Anderson. And we have Archie number 255.
The baseball one.
This is very much a what we would call a Lester sister friendly auction. Here's Archie's Pal and Gal. Here is from Modern Comics, number 84 of Captain Atom.
Cool.
There you go. Classics Illustrated. I've been picking up a few of these. Here's Pathfinder.
Nice.
And we have Miles Standish.
Who?
And then we have the DC dollar 80-page Superman Spectacular.
Oh, I've seen that one before. Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
I just wish he had the pink skirt on.
Right. Let's see what else. DC Superstars, and this is issue number 3, starring the Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. And then we have the Phantom, issue number 54. Doctor Strange, issue number 43. This is Walt Disney Beagle Boys versus Uncle Scrooge. I thought I was getting a different issue. I got one that I had, but Jay bought the last one. This is Judge Dredd Crime Files, issue number 4. And here is Fantasy Masterpiece, issue number 9.
How did Jay afford the other one for only 33 cents?
Right. Then we have Dell 4-Color Comics, issue number 327 from 1951.
Ooh.
There we go.
There you go, Amy. It's a white elephant.
The very first appearance of the Controller, Iron Man number 12.
Cool.
It is not in great condition, so it's not going to be an incredibly high priced, but it's not going to be a dollar.
I like the Teen Titans version. Controller
there
guy.
You go. Another book that, even though it is in not great shape, it ends up being a $10 book because of who it is, what it is, and how old it is. Thor versus Jekyll and Hyde. There you go. It's Journey into Mystery 106.
Cool.
Oh.
And Cobra.
All right. I do not have these in order from best to worst or anything like that. I just got them, so they're in alphabetical order because I was making sure I had all the books from the order. All right. Next up, we have Judo Master from Modern Comics. This is issue number 94.
Are the ones you've been waiting on, this guy?
Yeah, some of them. I'm still waiting for like 4 or 5 Space Family Robinson. Here we have Red Sonja, number 4. She-Devil in a metal bikini. I have Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter, and this is issue number 5.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. You know why?
That's not Richard Dragon. That's a girl on the cover.
Well, he's getting his ass
kicked.
whipped.
Okay. Lady Shiva.
This is the first appearance of Lady Shiva.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. What's that, what do you put in that at? Have you priced it, you say?
I'm going to be looking and making sure by tomorrow, but I haven't done that yet. Richie Rich, the poor little rich boy, and this is issue number 123.
Why is he scalping the ground?
And then we have X-Men, issue number 290. Iconic Storm cover. Cool. From Golden Age, from 1952, as a matter of fact, we have issue number 16 of a book called Six Gun Heroes.
Nice. 40 heads, Breen.
And then we have Space Family Robinson, Lost in Space on Space Station 1. Yes, I want the Glob Glops, but this should do as well. Here's issue number 43. And then we have Spider-Man 2099, issue number 1. And this is, by the way, this is probably going to be a $2 book because it's got spine issues right here. And this is probably going to be a $1 book because it's got water issues, which did not show up in the photos, by the way. Neither did these. So I overpaid. But you guys are going to get the proper value. That being said, this one is in great condition, and it is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes issue number 233. And yes, I will buy as many of these as I can. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes issue 252. Then we have the She-Hulk joining the Avengers and Hawkeye rejoining the Avengers in
nice
221.
But who is the so who is the blank space then?
You.
What?
Yeah, isn't that what it says?
Probably.
Oh no, it's Invisible Girl. Okay. 100-page special for whatever cents. This is issue number 114 of Brave and the Bold. Sea Devils are great covers. Yes, they are, sir. All righty. Oh, I'm going to do those as a group. There is so many of them. All right. Next up, we have The Flash. This is another 100-page spectacular. Issue number 229. There we go. We have, loosen up your hay, because we have Rawhide Kid, issue number 115.
Oh
to
my
go
God.
with that other one you guys don't
There's
buy.
a guy with eye patch. He's firing blind.
Yep. X-Men number 150. I know somebody bought the annual, but here is X-Men number 169, which goes with it. Rogue finally joins the X-Men.
Yay!
And that is 171. We have X-Men 277, classic Wolverine Gambit cover.
Yep.
And another classic Storm cover is issue number 449. There we go.
You say classic, it's for like 449. I'm like classic. Like, what do you mean classic? That's not that old.
Right.
It's like the way the art design and stuff, it looks like it's from like the 2000s sometime. That's all I know.
Yeah, but it is a classic cover. Hanglantine, have you ever read or owned any of the Back to the Future books? Yes. Yes, I did. I enjoyed them. Are you talking about the IDW or Dynamite or whatever they were? Or were you talking about the novelizations? I've owned both. I recommend
somebody had one of the Ghostbusters IDW book covers. It was a variant though, and it was like going for $20. I was like,
this is 171 of Sad Sack.
I almost grabbed it, even though I have the normal cover.
Number 98 of Uncle Scrooge.
Hey.
And then we have issue number 111 of Uncle Scrooge. And issue number 132 of Uncle Scrooge. And issue number 141 of Uncle Scrooge.
He's probably the most iconic like Disney character.
I know, right? Uncle Scrooge number 150. And then we have issue number, what is this? 56 of Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Huh.
And issue number 405 of Walt Disney Comics and Stories. And then we have 423 of Walt Disney Comics and Stories. Issue number 440. And then issue number 460. I think I sold the Dell of this, right? Or did I? Is this a repeat? Here we have 465. Excuse me. And then we have Walt Disney Showcase number 10, Napoleon and Samantha. We have Walt Disney Showcase number 35, starring Goofy. And we have number 40, which is The Rescuers. And we have number 46, which is, hey, remember I was talking about this earlier? Cat from Outer Space and the Shaggy Dog. Which this is a double-sized issue, and it is in really good condition, actually, if you look at this. Oh, really nice. The canon tie in between the movie ones, IDW, I think it was IDW. Okay. Next up, we have Walter Lance's New Funnies. And this is 185 from 1952.
Oh.
And then we have, say again?
Oh, it's Woody Woodpecker?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
And we have Walt Disney Comics and Stories, issue number 361 from 1970. I was born in 1970. And we have Walt Disney Huey, Dewey, Louie, issue number 59. And then we have Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, issue number 399 from 1973. And then we're one issue off, ladies and gentlemen. Space Family Robinson, issue number 8. Issue number 9 is the one with the claw blobs. And this is issue number 13. And issue number 17. And issue number 20. Issue number 21.
Did they go back in time?
Issue number 31. I think they visit different planets.
Oh, okay.
Issue number 36. Love this cover.
Blobs, blobs.
Issue number 38.
Ooh, spiders.
All right, there you go. Those and once again, the Treasury Edition Batman Strangest Cases and Superman and Flash the Racings. So there you go. Those are good. Say again.
Are those collections of stories? Or are they unique?
Yeah,
stories?
there's like 2 whole stories in them, and of course the panels are bigger, and it's just really cool.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be tomorrow. Please join us at 8 o'clock for the auction. I'm excited. I hope this is a very good auction because
why not?
Yeah, I've got another collection of books that are due. So no, anyway. All right, you kids have a great time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, kids.